Way to go, kid.
1 second, I'm having the time of my life. The next thing I know, my game is just
Kid!
gone.
Hello, let me tell you what it's like. Sugar Rush is getting unplugged. Oh no, I'm freaking out hard.
If I'm not a racer, what am I?
Oh, you're my best friend. All we gotta do is find a part to fix your game. Everything goes back to the way it was.
But where are we gonna find that?
The internet!
What? Ralph, isn't this great?
You guys always impress me with your creativity. Like, it never ceases to amaze me. Like, the fact that you can take the internet and turn it into, like, a place that I would want to visit.
Oh, cool.
And honestly, like, so I guess you see that Vanellope and Ralph, they obviously want to go to eBay first.
Right.
But if you guys had to travel the internet, where would you want to visit?
Oh, to actually go visit a
If we went
place
to
in
that-
the internet.
That
Yeah.
internet.
Where would you go? I would
Go to IMDb, you know, it'd be like a film archives or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I can get lost on, I mean, that was one of the first websites that I used to, you know, go down the rabbit hole, and I still do. I mean, it's still my fallback, you know, of like, well, I'm bored. What should I see? Oh, IMDb.
So would there be movie stars in IMDb, or just the movies, or just words?
I think it would be yeah, the stars would be
Oh,
all the
wow.
people
Oh,
involved,
that's
and you
cool.
could kind of like, so what were you in? Oh, and you were in this too,
Uh-huh.
you know, and
That's
you know,
nice.
that would
That's
be
good.
cool.
Yeah.
There's a very weird website that I go to called Shorpy.com, SHORPY, and it's these archive photographs from, like, you can see Civil War photographs and
That's pretty good.
Kodachromes up to the 50s, so like Depression era Walker Evans style stuff, like any number of photographs from historical.
So it'd be like a
Yeah.
gallery or like a museum.
Yes.
Guys are doing
Photos.
it right now.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all of this could be in a movie.
Yes.
So good.
Let's do it.
Man, why didn't we have Shorpy in
I
there?
love Shorpy.
Shorpy and IMDb. That's
Yeah.
really great. Well, besides the really cool internet, I also really love the message about friendships changing and how, like, just because best friends go, you know,
Right.
they don't have to have the same dream.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's really relatable. Have you guys ever experienced that with a friend where, like, you started going on different paths and it kind of changed your
Oh, yeah.
relationship?
Yeah, very much. I grew up in a small town in Wisconsin, and when I moved to New York, it was a little complicated with my friends who were still there and who were staying back to do whatever their thing was, and I'm off pursuing filmmaking. And there were some bumpy stretches where we just simply didn't understand each other. But like in the movie, you know, true friends, you can figure out how to navigate those changes, and I did. Did
Yeah,
you
the
ever?
same thing. Yeah, when I went off to college, a lot of my friends didn't understand, why do you want to leave here? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, we won't see each other anymore. It's like, wait, why are you pursuing this crazy dream of animation? It's like, who makes animation anymore? You know, and but through the internet today,
Yeah.
it's like we stay in touch. You know,
There you
so
go.
Yeah.
it's come full circle. You know.
It's great, yeah. And besides that being relatable, also I found the clickbait kind of thing where, like,
Yeah, the pop-up ads.
pop-ups,
And,
yeah, because I'm a sucker for, like, celebrity gossip,
Yeah.
the articles, and cat videos.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I will.
Oh boy.
It'll
You're-
distract me for any reason I'm going on the internet. I'm like, whoops, get lost.
Gossip.
Yeah, but
It's so hard to find those lists sometimes, though. You click on it and then you have to wade through. I get very confused. I don't know how.
I was gonna ask, what's the clickbait that always hooks you guys?
Let's see. I like the gossip ones too. It's like, I like the ones that say like, here's something you don't know about this movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh,
like
that's good, yeah.
7 movies that, you know,
Yeah.
were not as good as the book.
I'm always a sucker for, you won't believe what they look like now.
Right.
Yeah, that,
'Cause
and
I
it-
want to know.
I do.
you
I
know.
definitely want to
Val
know.
Yeah.
Kilmer, what does he look like now?
just
You know?
frustrating because they trick you.
Yeah.
They trick you because you gotta, like, click through all this stuff and
Yeah.
you're like, where was the, like,
they're,
title
like,
photo?
6
Sometimes
other
I
things.
have to go back to the original thing. To what was I looking for
Right.
again?
Yeah.
Here? What?
I get that a lot. lot on the internet in
Right.
general. Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching the little boy who was playing Slaughter Race get frustrated while he was playing
Oh, yeah.
the video game, just because it reminded me so much of my fiance. He gets mad every
based on
time.
me.
Yeah,
You know,
I
it's
was.
based on myself.
Well, I was gonna ask, how do you guys react whenever you're, I don't know, when you're
Playing?
playing video games and losing?
I'm exactly like that
You're
kid.
angry.
More at myself. you
I
know.
just find an inner peace, and I say, this is what the world wanted from me right now. It's okay.
No, you need to
okay.
you gotta
You
get
need to
angry at
lose.
those games.
Okay.
No, you gotta, because then that's gonna drive you forward.
And I have to ask Phil, I know that you were a journalist before you became a filmmaker. I'm curious, since the roles have kind of reversed a little, what do you think is better? Is it better asking people questions, or is it better getting asked the questions?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I like talking to people, and finding out stuff about them. So I would rather ask the questions.
Yeah?
I would, because
Would you like to turn the tables on her now?
so you're getting married.
Yeah. What's that
Are-
like?
how do you feel about that?
I feel good. See, is it, but
There
it,
was subtext in your response too, so there's some,
Let's dig into that a little bit.
see, I
is-
just
What kind of cake are you having?
oh, that's a
vanilla
softball.
and chocolate.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
softball. We don't have time for softballs. We got to get
Well,
right
that's
to
how
it.
I get
know.
into it.
No, I miss every day talking to someone from a different walk of life. That was, to me, by far the best part of the job.
Well, now you get to talk to me every day.
Yeah.
Which is the best part of the job.
Oh,
He's lying.
gosh.
He's lying. I can tell.
I love it here.
Who knew there's so many babies and cats in the world?
That is what the internet was made for. It's full of weirdos. I want this to be my life. I don't think I could ever tell Ralph.
There's no law saying best friends have to have the same dreams.